April is the best month of the entire year. Why? Because it's my birthday month. Okay, but other than that, it is a huge month for cozy gamers. There are so many games coming out this month that cover a wide variety of styles. They're coming to a wide variety of platforms. And this isn't even all that's happening this month. Let's note that I have collected this list of cozy games coming out in April even before the 2 different Nintendo Directs occur. So hey, maybe there'll be a part 2 to the April cozy games. But for now and today, I have compiled a list of upcoming cozy games to look out for this April. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Payton. It is nice to meet you. It is nice to see you, and welcome to the corner. As I said, we're talking about April cozy games today. As always, the video is going to go in order of release, so the games coming out at the beginning of the month you will see first, and the games coming out at the end of the month you'll see last. Before I get into it, be sure to click the lovely little like button, as well as subscribe for more cozy gaming content. And if you want to see me play cozy games live, I live stream on this channel and over on Twitch several times a week, and we'd love to see you at a stream. And one more thing before we start, this Saturday, March 29th, I'm doing a 10-hour charity stream raising money for the Endometriosis Foundation of America, which is a very important cause to me, as I have previously stage 4 endometriosis. Now I've been downgraded to stage 1, baby. And so I'm going to be raising some money for EndoFound while playing 10 hours of cozy games, doing lots of giveaways. I have so many games to give away, and if we hit our biggest goal, I'll even be giving away a Nintendo Switch. I hope you'll consider joining. It's going to be right here on YouTube, as well as multi-streamed over on Twitch, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, and now I'll shut up. Let's get into the game. So I'm actually cheating with this first game because it actually comes out at the end of March and not really April, but they announced the release date after I made my March cozy game video, so I wanted to still get the opportunity to tell you about it because I think it looks really cool. This game is called Spilled, with an exclamation point at the end. And in this game, you will get to clean up ocean waste in this short and relaxing cozy game. You'll get to recycle, earn coins, and upgrade your boat, explore new areas, clean bigger spills, and different kinds of waste. This is a game I've heard about as an upcoming cozy game for a while, so I'm excited to find that it's actually finally here. It is a shorter and sweet game, like I just said. It only features about an hour of playtime, but you can come back to it and relax at any time using the level selector, so if you want to go back and redo things, you can. There are 8 areas to move through, each one bigger in its size, and this game is really interesting because it has a very specific premise. The solo dev of this has lived on a boat themselves, which inspired them to make a game all about cleaning up the ocean. I really love the art style of this game. I think it is so pretty. I feel like we're seeing more and more cozy games have a focus on cleaning and recycling and helping the environment, and I really like those kind of games. There's something really satisfying about cleaning up messes, but I only like to do it if it's aesthetic and beautiful, and this one definitely feels like that, and it just feels like a nice time. We'll be able to sail on our boat, clean up the oil, and just enjoy this short but sweet experience. Okay, next up we have another cozy game that's cheating because it comes out at the end of March, but this one was too exciting not to tell you about. It's called HONEYMANCER, and it's coming out for early access. This is another one that I've had on my radar for a while. Like, I first heard about this game years ago, so I'm very excited to see that it is finally coming out. HONEYMANCER is a cute RPG with wave-based combat where you play as a bear witch who uses honey magic to protect the forest from evil robots and help her fellow neighbors. As a HONEYMANCER, you need honey to cast spells. You'll help your bee buddies make honey by planting flowers so that they can collect nectar from them. The more flowers you have, the more honey that they make. And there is a wide variety of flowers that you can choose from, so you'll have to pick the ones you like and fill the forest with flowers.
But mainly, you have to fight off these evil robots. The evil robots have invaded the forest you live in, and it's your job to stop them. Using your honey magic to prevent them from destroying trees throughout the forest, the robots will come in waves, and each wave is tougher than the last. This game looks so much fun. I personally like combat in my cozy games. I know not everyone does, and my rule for enjoying combat but having it still feel cozy is specifically like if the creatures don't feel super overwhelming and scary and they still maintain a cute vibe, I'm into it. And that is what HONEYMANCER is giving me. I love these silly little robots. They have, similar to Spilled, like I was just talking about, an environmental influence where we're trying to save the forest against these like machine robots that are coming to invade it. I love the art style. I'm a big pixel art fan, and I just love how this game looks so much, and it just feels really different. I don't think I've played a lot of games like this one, so I'm really interested to see what early access is like and follow this game's journey. Now on to the actual April releases. For the first one, we're gonna have to call in the pronunciation police because I think this game is called KOIRA, because to me it looks like Moira, but with a K, but it could be KOIRA, it could be some other way to pronounce it, and you can let me know in the comments below. But KOIRA is a wholesome tale of friendship, where you and your new puppy traverse a musical forest, solve ancient puzzles, and befriend woodland creatures, all in an effort to find your way home. You'll need to avoid dangers, as hunters lurk in the shadows. Bond with your new friend, feed it, take care of it, and even play with it. And mainly just go through shady groves, snowy hills, dark caves, and more, while solving puzzles and making new friends along the way. I don't really know what to call this style of cozy game. I usually just call it like a short, cozy adventure game. It kind of gives me the same vibe that I felt about Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley, and also maybe a little bit of the game Blanc, or I think it's called Blanc, because every time I call it Blanc, everyone tells me I'm wrong. It reminds me of those style games where it is a short journey about, finding your way someplace, you're interacting with characters along the way, solving cute little puzzles, but it seems mostly about the exploration and finding your way to a specific location. I love the art style of this one. I am a huge dog lover, so anything that has dogs in it, I am there, I am into already. And I like that this one has a darker vibe, but it still feels like it's going to be a warm, beautiful experience. Maybe we're gonna cry, who knows, but I'm excited to check this one out. Now, I'm not usually a big fan of these simulator type games. I feel like there are so many, blank simulator, hairdressing simulator, farming simulator. I'm not a big fan of these style games. However, this next one is going to change all of that because I think it looks amazing. It's called Monster Care Simulator. So it is a first-person simulator game in the style of kind of the usual in this genre, but this one, you get to take care of adorable little monsters while building and developing your own care center. From a rookie veterinarian to owner of a flourishing empire, you'll get to achieve success step by step. You'll start with a modest care center and transform it into a renowned establishment. You'll treat monsters, earn money, and reinvest to expand your space, upgrade your tools, and welcome even more creatures. You'll get to provide personalized care in your treatment area for the monsters and let them relax and play in your garden that you can even decorate to your liking. And like I said, you'll be able to train your monsters and raise them all yourself. You'll also get to build a team of employees and just have a nice little time playing with monsters, taking care of them, and running the business. Like I said, I'm not usually a fan of these style games. I'm not always a big first-person fan ever, and I just feel like a lot of simulator games kind of look clunky to me. They kind of all look the same, to be honest. So I nearly passed this one over until I saw just how adorable the monsters are. I'm a big creature collection fan, and I think this game really does stand out from other simulator games, and I do think this is going to be one of the ones that I try, and maybe it'll help me get into these kind of games. This one's coming out for early access, but I know there was a popular demo that came out recently. I haven't played it yet, but it's definitely at the top of my list to play in April. This next game is sure to make you hungry and maybe make you want to take a vacation. It's called Kitchen Sink Aloha, and it is a cozy story-driven cooking RPG that is set in Hawaii. You'll get to become head chef of your family's restaurant, build a team of passionate chefs, and dish up tasty Hawaiian food. You'll manage your kitchens, build friendships, find romance, I love that, explore the island's tropical spots, and of course, discover the power of cooking together. This game, I really love the art style of it. It has this nice, portrait style, but also I love how adorable the little characters look in the world, too. We're starting to see more and more cooking-centric cozy games, I think, and I actually am really starting to enjoy them. This one seems like it's going to balance the restaurant management, I always say kind of like Diner Dash energy, with also narrative, going around to meet all of the different chefs, and also just exploring. There's over 30 different kitchens in the game, so you could cook at beaches, restaurants, malls, even food trucks and resorts, which is really fun. This one has a no-stress kitchen management, so if you don't love to panic, you can play at your own pace with a timer that pauses. There are tons of mini games, and there's a different difficulty settings, so if you want to relax with cozy mode, or if you like a little bit of a challenge like I do, you have some options. I think that this game looks really interesting. It seems like it balances a lot of things. You can play as either Kai or Kala, two different siblings on their quest to bring their family's restaurant back together, so you have a little bit of a different choice of how you want to play the game, and I just think that is always a really great option. This isn't one I'd heard about before this month when I was compiling games for the video, but I'm really excited that I know about it now, and I think it's going to be a surprise of the month. This next game is perfect for you narrative cozy game lovers. This one is called LEILA. In the game, you get to play as LEILA and traverse through all phases of her life, uncovering her pivotal life moments. By unraveling puzzles imbued with fragments of her narrative, you'll comprehend the motive behind LEILA's life decisions. As you delve deeper into her psyche and her emotional landscape, you'll discover facets of your own self mirrored in the life journey of this seemingly ordinary woman. LEILA is a captivating story-driven adventure that comes alive with charming narration and stunning artwork. You get to embark on LEILA's journey as she grapples with the complexities of love, trust, and the shadows of her past. You'll also have to navigate thought-provoking puzzles that challenge and engage, deepening the immersion in her tale. You can expect 4 chapters, story-related puzzles and minigames, hand-drawn cinematic moments, 16 original soundtracks, voice acting, and a click-and-drag gameplay style. It's also worth noting that there is a mature content description on the Steam page that goes into some specific things you may encounter in the game. Definitely be sure to read that one. It seems that the player is given the option to skip the chapter with a trigger warning, but definitely I always recommend, if there is a game that potentially has some deep and intense subject matter, check out the description yourself and just make sure that this game is aligned with you and you will be okay playing it, because that is the most important thing. I think this game looks so interesting. I love a narrative story, especially one that has, a serious and dark twist, but still maintains this beautiful vibe. I mean, this one really feels whimsical, stunning, and I don't know, just a really interesting experience. This next game is perfect if you just want to vibe and make your own little garden. In fact, it's a tiny garden because this game is called Tiny Garden. Tiny Garden is a soothing, stress-free mix of farming, puzzles, and discovery, all inside a charming toy. You'll get to grow a variety of plants, from colorful vegetables to whimsical flowers, each one with its own unique mechanics waiting to be uncovered. As your garden flourishes, you'll trade your own harvests for fun, toy furniture, and design your very own magical space. With no scores, no time limits, and no game overs, Tiny Garden is all about relaxation and creativity. The more you explore, the more you'll discover. Tiny Garden is so interesting. It is definitely inspired by the old school Polly Pockets. I always say when I talk about this game, I was familiar with Polly Pocket, the little blonde girl with the rubber chewy furniture? Chewy clothing. I never chewed on Polly Pocket clothing, but apparently that was a thing people did. But now I'm talking about the other style of Polly Pocket this game is inspired by. I actually played the demo of this game recently. I didn't play it that long. It definitely was a unique premise. I feel like it is different from any other kind of puzzle experience I've done before. So I was a little confused playing the demo, but I also struggle to pay attention to instructions when I play games on live stream. So I am really excited to give Tiny Garden a go. I really like the aesthetics of it. I think it is just so soothing to look at. And it's a nice mix between puzzle and decoration, and it just seems like a cute pocket-size kind of game to play. This next game might just be my pick of the month. This might just be the one I am most excited about. It's called LOCOMOTO. LOCOMOTO is a cozy life sim adventure train game where you are the conductor. You'll get to customize, manage, and expand your train, as well as tend to your colorful, furry, adorable little animal passengers. You'll board your train and embark on a journey through beautiful landscapes, all while enjoying the soft, lo-fi beats of an extensive original soundtrack. You need to ensure that your passengers have the best journey possible. You'll invite them onto your train and help them reach their destinations. You'll serve them to make sure they have a comfortable journey and tend to the train as you prepare it for the next journey. You'll also get to customize the train by decorating your wagons with furniture in various different styles. You'll get to craft furniture you need using resources scoured around the world. You'll even get to expand your train, customize its look, all while getting to explore and interacting with unique characters in a beautiful world. You'll help your friends with their requests to gain rewards of clothes, resources, and crafting blueprints, and as you befriend different characters, you'll learn more about their personalities and their struggles within the world. I love this idea so very much. There's something so adorable to me about this idea of being on a journey, specifically being on a quaint and cozy little train. I don't know that I've ever played a train-based life sim before, but I'm really excited to get to play this one. I love the art style so much. The characters are so adorable. I know I say adorable like a million times. It's just, when you look at this, it's adorable. They're cute. I think the characters are just so amazing. I always love cute little animal games with cute little animal towns, and I like this whole idea of different people are coming and going onto the train, we're getting to know them, and I also really enjoy the decorative element as well. It seems like this game could be a really unique one, and maybe it'll feel different from other cozy life sims we've played in the past. This next cozy game is called Wind Story, and let me just say, Wind Story has one of the most interesting art styles I have ever seen. I am not well versed enough in the art style world to describe what this even looks like to me, but they call it a pixel style simulation. It's more than that though, but okay, anyway. Wind Story is a pixel style simulation RPG game. Upon arriving at Wind Chime Ranch, players can immerse themselves in rural lifestyles, including farming, breeding, and fishing. During the day, they can freely roam the ranch's flower fields, while at night, they can enjoy drinking and dancing by the lakeside bonfire. Players can attract more visitors to the ranch, gradually building their own accommodations, windmills, powerhouses, and even restaurants. Players will be able to cultivate a variety of vegetables, flowers, fruits, and raise diverse animals. Furthermore, they can install various amusement facilities on the ranch to earn even more money and create their own recreational oasis. You can also freely explore the world of Wind Story, capture or cultivate pets, and let them participate in the construction of your ranch. You can also bring your pets to fight against monsters outside and maintain the safety of the ranch and build the ranch that you really just want to see. Wind Story on the surface seems like a farming/life sim game, but it adds a little bit of something different. I mean, obviously the art style I think is the most unique element, but it seems like the world is really interesting. I like that you're kind of like small. I don't know, the characters look like tiny to me compared to the buildings and how big the crops are. I also like that there's a little bit of monster taming, hunting, fighting going on. I don't really know about that, but the monsters look really interesting and cute. The game looks vibrant and fun, and it's not one I've heard talked about a whole bunch, but it definitely piques my interest. Okay, I hope you have the pronunciation police on speed dial because we have to call them back up. I'm not sure if this next game is called PILO and the HOLOBOOK or PILO. I'm gonna go with PILO for the sake of reading you the description, but if I'm wrong, I deeply apologize. I am just a girl, okay? PILO and the HOLOBOOK is an exploration-based adventure game set in a colorful galaxy where you guide Pilo, an apprentice explorer, on a journey to document the universe's wonders and solve mysteries. Using the HOLOBOOK, a powerful encyclopedia-like tool, Pilo collects stickers to record his discoveries and uncover the story behind a mysterious dark force known as the Tar. The game features a unique sticker collecting system for those of you who like to try to collect everything. It also features beautiful hand-painted planets, environmental puzzles that you'll need to solve, thematic depth. It is a heartwarming story about mentorship, friendship, and confronting environmental decay. All in all, Pilo and the HOLOBOOK emphasizes creativity, kindness, and curiosity over combat. The game encourages peaceful problem solving and compassion as Pilo helps the creatures affected by the Tar and works to restore balance to the galaxy. I love a sticker-related game. Stickers equal cozy to me, and I love that we're getting some kind of adventurous, story-driven vibe, all while getting to collect stickers and be creative. I really like the art style of this game, and it seems like it's going to tell a different kind of narrative, and I had never heard of this game before making this video, so I'm interested to see what it's going to kind of be like, because even though I think I get a good sense from the description, it's still kind of up in the air to me, what this is going to be like. Is it going to be a long story? Is it going to be short? What can we really do in the game? I'm not really sure yet, but I definitely am interested. Next up is my multiplayer entry. I'm trying my best to include more multiplayer games on these cozy gaming lists because I don't really play that many multiplayer games because I have no friends, but you might. This game is called Jumping Jazz Cats, and you'll get to play, race, and hang out with your feline friends in this online platforming party game. You'll perfect your pussycat parkour. I love this description. You're gonna perfect your pussycat parkour as you sprint, jump, bounce, swing, skid, and slide through a collection of collaborative and competitive minigames set in a grandiose cartoon mansion. So yes, it is a cat party game where you're navigating different terrains, you're jumping around, you're having the zoomies. You can even customize the cats though. Play with your friends online. You can do 2 to 9 players online, and up to 4 local players can join via split screen. You can also play single player trials if you're like me and have no friends. And mainly the game combines cats, jazz, and competitive strategies and a whole lot of chaos and fun. This seems like a great option if you're looking for a new game to play with your friends and if you have an affinity for cats. Remember early on in the video, I was like, I don't really normally go for those simulator type games. I'm a liar because here is yet another simulator game I'm very interested in this month, but maybe it's because I certainly have not seen a simulator game like this. It's called HR Simulator. And I bet you can guess exactly where this is going. In HR Simulator, you'll build your career from the ground up, steadily climbing the corporate ladder while balancing the demands of work with the joys and challenges of life outside the office. You'll need to pay close attention while you're interviewing different employees and, see what they bring to the table, ask the right questions, and decide whether or not to approve or reject applicants based off of your instincts and observations. You'll also have to achieve your productivity points where you need to find a way to do all of the things that your boss wants to do and budget and figure out how you're going to run a successful business. You also are going to fire people if necessary. You're going to have to be a little confrontational in this one. You'll also have to work on training your employees, resting, maintaining your mood, and get to know all of the different types of employees in the office life. This game looks like it's going to be so funny to me. I feel like with the idea of HR comes a lot of absolute cuckoo and chaos, so I'm really interested to see what this game is like. Is it going to lean into the potential options for humor here? Like, what are these characters gonna be like? I'm not really sure, but this feels like a different kind of simulator game to me. It looks different from a lot of the ones I've seen. The characters are just very like simple looking, but I really like them. I'm interested to see if I can be the queen of HR or if maybe I'm the one that should get fired. And the final game on the list is actually one of my favorite cozy games. This one has been out for Steam for a little bit, but it's coming to Nintendo Switch this month for the first time. And I am so excited Switch players are going to get the opportunity to play one of my favorites, Ogu and the Secret Forest. Ogu and the Secret Forest is a game I've talked about a lot on the channel. I first played it in early access in 2023, and I played the 1.0 version in 2024, and it is just the sweetest, one of the most underrated cozy games, I think. In case you've never heard of it, you'll get to explore the wonderful world with baby Ogu. Ogu and the Secret Forest is a 2D adventure game with hand-drawn characters and various types of puzzles. You'll befriend bouncy characters and defeat strange creatures to unravel the mystery of the charming world. Not only that, you will get to explore all of these different areas, do the puzzles, like I said, but you'll also have the opportunity to have a lot of collectibles. Like, there's different hats in the game that you need to find, and some of them have special skills. There's also beautiful landmarks where you have options to have baby Ogu sit and relax and even draw what he's seeing. You'll also get to know tons of other really adorable and cute characters and help them when they're in need. Ogu and the Secret Forest is kind of like an old school puzzly Zelda game, but in a different kind of environment and style. What I really like about this game is there is a lot to do. There are so many places to explore. There are so many side quests and character quests, and the game does a really good job of organizing it for you. So you can really pick and choose like where you want to go next, like what do I want to focus on, and it always feels like there's more to be discovered. The way that the art in this game is, I just am obsessed. The characters are so cute, and I just find so much joy when I play this game. I have not 100%ed it yet because there's a lot of things to collect, but it really is a fun adventure game if you haven't played it already. It has a nice mix of combat, puzzles, but mainly it's all about exploring and finding different characters and unlocking new abilities. Definitely a really great game to play if you've not played it already.
And there you guys have it. Those were some of the games that are coming out in April for the Cozy Gamers. Just like I said at the beginning, this is happening. I'm filming this prior to the 2 Nintendo Directs that are happening. So if anything absolutely cool and amazing drops in those and they're not included here, it's because this version of Payton's Corner didn't know about it yet, but stay tuned for future coverage on even more games coming out. I always like to tell you about all the cozy games as soon as I know about them, but let me know what games you're most excited about this month down below. I want to know. Don't forget to click the lovely little like button on your way out, and if you want to hear me yap even more about cozy games, be sure to tune into the Cozy Gaming Podcast that I am a co-host on, the Slow Burn Podcast, where new episodes come out every Tuesday for Patreon members, as well as every Wednesday for everybody else. It's always a fun time over there, and I talk about even more games that you don't get to hear about on my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. If you want to support me even more, you can consider becoming a member on this channel for some bonus content, as well as consider subbing on Twitch as well. Okay, now I'm done. Goodbye.